side, bring you a nice little slow flow. And I just went for a little walk and my hips are really tight, so this is gonna be a good one for the hips. So come to your mat and start out, bring your hands behind your back, fingertips towards your spine, bring your feet as wide as a mat and just toss your knees from side to side. So just going over the piriformis, back and forth. Scoot your sit bones back just a little bit. Bring your hands underneath your ankles and bring them to the tops of your feet and just round your spine. And then see if you can relax your hips a little bit and come forward. Allow your head and your neck to release and relax. Breathe in and out through your nose. All the way up. Cross your ankles, extend your arms into the sky, interlace your fingers, place them in the sky, and then just twist over to your left-hand side, nice and easy. Turn over to your right. Your center, and extend your arms forward. You can scoot your hip bones back, and just see how your hips feel here. Breathe in and out through your nose. So kind of starting with a little movement in your practice this morning before we kind of settle in. Way up, cross your ankles the other way. Extend your arms into the sky and release your fingers. Place your palms in the sky. Twist over to your right. Your left. Center. And extend all the way forward. See if you can relax your hips, move your sit bones back. Flex. Allow your head to release and relax. Take 2 more breaths. All the way up. Extend your arms back into the sky. Arch over to your left-hand side. Keep both hip bones on the ground. From side to side. Over to your right and left. Faster or slow as you want to go. And right. Bring your chest towards your knees and bring your hands almost like you're just kind of grazing the ground over to your left hand. And then again, grazing the ground over to your right hand side. See if you can bring your chest over your knee. Graze to the ground, over to your left. Should feel a little bit of a pull right there in the hip, and over to the right. Now round yourself up and come onto all fours. Slide your hands by your knees, bring your knees off the ground, and then bring your knees from side to side. A little bit of ankle, a little bit of hip. And bring your feet about hip width apart, and extend your legs, come into a forward fold. Look to a squat. Your toes can, or your heels can come up, or they can be on the ground. And standing forward fold. A few more times, just back and forth, warming up. Toe squat and standing forward fold. And standing forward fold. Shake everything out, bend one knee, bend your other knee. Soften both knees, round your spine all the way up. Raise your arms into the sky up, lower your hands to heart center. Inhale, raise up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, come all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Back forward. Walk yourself all the way forward into high plank. To your right elbow. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. And back. One more time, right knee to your right elbow. And back. And left knee to your left elbow. Forward to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Slide your feet so they're hip width apart. Soften your knees. Round your spine up. Raise your arms into the sky, look up. Lower your hands to heart center. Inhale up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, come all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward. Shoot your right leg back. Lower your back knee. Raise your arms into the sky. Lower your hands to heart center. Twist over to your left hand side. Bring your elbow to your knee. And then lift your back knee up. Get a nice big stretch to the back of your leg. Another breath here. Down, step back, downward dog. First one, so bend your knees. You can walk it out a little bit. Your mat. All the way up, fingertips to touch. Lower your hands to heart center. Inhale up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, come all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back forward. Shoot your left leg back. Lower your back knee, raise your arms into the sky. And twist over to your right. Bring your elbow to your knee and then bring your back knee up. Breath. Palms down, step back, downward dog. Pedal it out, organize yourself. Forward to the top of your mat. Bend your knees, round your spine up. Raise your arms into the sky, look up. Lower your hands to heart center. Inhale up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, come all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, shoot your right leg back. Lower your back knee, raise your arms into the sky. To your front knee, and then just come forward just slightly so you can get a nice big hip flexor stretch here. And if you'd like, you can lower your right elbow down and pick your right toes up. See if you can grab it with your left hand. Just raise your arms back into the sky. Come off your back knee. Lower your palms to the ground. Either hop to switch or step to switch your legs. Ground. Raise your arms into the sky. Your front knee and just come forward. Really engage your back glute. So a little compression on the front hip flexor. Obviously extension. Your knee is just slightly over the ankle. Not too far. And then if you'd like, bring your left elbow on your right knee and then you can reach back. Down, step back, high plank. Shift forward, lower all the way to your belly. Bring the tops of your feet to the ground, roll your shoulder blades back and down. Interlace your hands behind your back. Open up your heart and your chest. Engage your glutes, bring your toes off the ground. Taking slide your hands underneath your shoulders, back in a child's pose. So again, getting a little bit of compression in your hip flexors. Allow your forehead to come down. Breathe in and out through your nose. Take another breath down here. And then pop yourself up into your high plank. Step yourself forward. Standing forward fold. Inhale, raise all the way up, fingertips to touch. Lower your hands to heart center. Inhale up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, come all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Shift forward, lower halfway or all the way down. Upward dog or cobra. Downward dog. Raise your hips into the sky. Raise your right leg up and bend your knee and just open up your hip and even make little circles with your knee. the way, look towards your hands, step your foot forward, crescent lunge, raise your arms into the sky. Take another nice deep breath here. Lower your hands to heart center, step forward, chair. Take another nice deep breath. Step your right foot back, crescent lunge, raise your arms all the way to the sky. Take another nice deep breath. Feel the strength in your back leg. Lower your palms down. Lift your left leg all the way to the sky. Three-legged downward dog. Bend your knee and then roll out your knee. Obviously, we're getting into the hip here. And then the other way. Come back into your downward dog and pedal it out. Forward towards your hands. Bring your toes together, bend into your knees, chair. Standing forward fold. Widen your feet about hip width apart. Round yourself all the way up. Raise your arms into the sky, look up. Lower your hands to heart center. Bend into your knees, come into your chair. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Set your seat back, take another breath. There with your feet hip width apart and standing forward fold, release it all. Bend one knee, bend your other knee. So if your hips are a little tight like mine, you can totally come in and just cross your legs as well instead of having that kind of that hard cross with your ankle coming right over your knee. Soften both knees, round yourself all the way up. Raise your arms into the sky, look up, and lower your hands to heart center. Bend into your knees, other side. Bring your left ankle over your right knee. Kind of the lower, you can even manually do this, kind of the lower you get, so we're really trying to get into that hip here. So much easier on the side. Take another couple breaths. Come into standing forward fold. Shake it all out. Place your palms on the ground, step back, high plank. Shift forward, lower all the way to your belly. Bring the tops of your feet to the ground, have them about hip width apart. Slide your hands a little wider than your mat, definitely off your mat. Come onto your fingertips like the little spider fingers. Roll your shoulder blades back and down and lift up your heart and your chest. I think this feels great on the hip flexors. Really good on the back as well. See if you can relax your shoulders. Down, slide your hands underneath these shoulders, curl your toes under. This time, bend into your knees, press into your knees so your hips kick up. Press into your hands, downward dog. Raise your hips into the sky. Organize yourself. Walk your feet all the way forward towards your hands. Your spine up. Raise your arms into the sky, look up. Lower your hands to heart center. Inhale, raise up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, come all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward, high plank. Shift. Upward dog or cobra. Downward dog. And bring it into pigeon. Bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Pointed. Back leg is in the middle of your mat. Your heel is straight up. Heart in your chest is facing forward. See if you can balance. Bring your hands to your hips. And then with or without your hands, come forward. And then making a pillow with your hands, allow your forehead to come down. Breathe in and out through your nose. And just stay here for about 10 breaths. Or allowing your jaw to relax, your eyes to relax. See if you can get just a little bit deeper into that hip. You not necessarily don't need to push it. And this is about just maintaining your mobility, not about increasing flexibility at this point, especially if you're a runner or rider. Up. Bring your palms to the mat, curl your back toes under, lift your back knee off the ground, high plank. And downward dog, pedal it out. Towards your hands, bring your left knee towards your left wrist, heel can come in. Slide your back foot back, look back, heel straight up, chest forward. See if you can bring your hands to your hips. And then with or without your hands, come down. Sort yourself out. Allow your hands to make a pillow for your head. Remember having the pressure, a little bit of pressure on the middle of your forehead, so even if you have to come up a little higher, just to relax forward, your hips to relax a little bit. Again, no stress on the hips, just allowing them just to kind of open up a little bit. Cycling, hiking. It's a great one to do in the evening as well. Here. And on your next inhale, curl your back toes under and lift your back knee off the ground. High plank. Hold here. Hold here, nice and strong. Looking towards the top of your mat, feeling the extension in your legs. Super. 4, 3. Belly, bring the tops of your feet to the ground. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. And if you'd like, bend your knees and reach around and grab the tops of your feet. So option, you can just stay here, or again, you can grab the outsides of your feet and come up a little higher. Press the tops of your feet into your hand. You can look forward. With every breath, you're going to kind of rock. Engage your glutes. Bring your toes up a little bit higher. Take another nice deep breath. Exhale that. Make a pillow with your hands. You can either turn your head to the side or your forehead down, bend your knees, and then just toss your feet from side to side. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders and back into child's pose. Forehead down. Breathe in and out through your nose. Floors. Curl your toes under, downward dog. And then pop to a seated position in the middle of your mat. All the way forward. Extend your arms all the way up. Bend your knees and come forward. Just allow everything to round and relax forward. If you're really comfortable, you can straighten out your legs and grab your big toes with your peace fingers, and then just move your nose a little bit closer to your toes. Or if your hamstrings are a little bit tight, like mine, you can bend your knees and just round forward. It's totally cool. You might even be sitting straight up, which is totally cool too. Here. Up, bring your hands forward, pop your toes on the ground, bend your knees, come into your boat. So you can come in bent leg or straight leg. For count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest and roll all the way down onto your back. Cross your right leg over your left. Hug your knees into your chest, and then bring your knees over to your left hand side. Extend your right arm out and look over your right shoulder. Or pretty much any twist that feels good right here. Into your chest. Cross your left leg over. I do a little eagle double cross, whatever you'd like. And then bring your knees over to your right, look to your left. breaths here. Your chest, give yourself a little bit of a hug. Make sure your knees, I like to have my knees and my elbow creases. I feel like that really flattens my lower back and just really compresses my hip flexors. I feel like that feels great. Knees in each of your hands, and then roll your knees in opposite directions. Okay, so again, working on the hip mobility. It's going to feel awesome afterwards. And then if you want, grab the bottoms of your feet and come into a happy baby. So ideally your knees are kind of towards your armpits, your feet are up in the sky. You can have your hands on the outside or the inside of your feet. Straighten out both legs, give yourself a nice big stretch. And then extend your legs out and your arms out and come into your final relaxation, your Shavasana. So shimmy it up, like just kind of get organized. Do any other poses that you'd like to do. Palms facing up though. And then just allow your heels to rest on the ground. If you want to do a little heel rocking, you can press your heels into the ground and point and flex your feet really fast. And your head kind of bobs up and down. It's great for the lymphatic system. And if you do it really fast, it's hard to talk and do this. Faster, faster, and then release. Allowing all the energy to float around your system. Quads relaxed. Belly soften. Rebalance, take the next as much time as you'd like here. More breaths. Extend your arms above your head. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Right hand side. And rock yourself into a seated position. However that feels good for you. Bring your hands. Allow your shoulders to relax. Allow your hips to relax possibly a little bit more. Bring your hands to heart center. For your practice today, gratitude for your health. And it's an honor sharing this practice with all of you beautiful people. Namaste.